Julia, welcome here. Thanks for your time here today. I suppose to let people know who you are, right? So you're a Cork and Douglas Camogie star as such, right?
Yeah.
You're in your prime, you've won 6 All-Irelands,
Yeah.
which is a fantastic achievement in itself. I suppose I kind of have to start and have to go back to 2 years ago. Coming on and scoring that winning point. It's one thing to win an All-Ireland medal, but to score the winning point in an All-Ireland final, what was that feeling like?
Oh, it's unbelievable, yeah. It's really just hard to describe. It's kind of, it's just shock really, I think was the first thing, just kind of disbelief. But I suppose I'd gone through a good few injuries prior to that moment, I think, and a lot of work would have gone in behind the scenes. So I think really just after all, it was kind of just satisfying that kind of I had some sort of impact and I'd helped the team in some way, because I suppose I felt throughout the year I was missing out on different matches. I just felt alienated by myself, not that the team were making me feel like that, but I suppose myself I would have felt a bit left out. So I think that was really the overall feeling in the end, that I was just kind of happy that I'd kind of helped out in some way and I was just a part of it, and that I suppose the hard work and the injuries hadn't been in vain, and that I kind of worked out. Yeah, that was really it. Yeah.
I remember watching it at home myself, and when you were originally going, it was she's not shooting there, because I thought there's three players around it, you're not going to get a shot away. Next thing was over the bar, and when it's someone from your own club,
yeah,
it's fantastic to see. There's that extra thing, it was fantastic on the time.
Katrina passed it as well. She
great, a Douglas one too.
Yeah.
How did it all start for you? I suppose from a Douglas point of view, I suppose Amanda O'Regan was the first real player that was in that spotlight many years ago. She was a fantastic cornerback, fullback. Would she have been an inspiration for you growing up as well?
Definitely. She would have been a huge inspiration. I remember playing underage Fela, under 12s, and you see Amanda on the sideline watching, and you'd want to play well, or you'd want to kind of just be trying to impress her, and just kind of tough that she'd be there to see. I suppose originally I started, I think I came down to the 3 leagues with the run with the J Club, and would have been going to Eddie Murphy's camps. Then we were just really, really lucky. I think Jimmy O'Mahony, Fimber O'Donovan and Breda Heffernan would have been, I think they took us on maybe under 12s, and they stayed with us the whole way up to under 18, so we'd have had community games and Fela and just various kind of different competitions all around the country. I think that is probably how I started. Really, I really would attribute most of my kind of success really to them. I think we got excellent training by them, and they really developed all the skills.
How important is having, because at the end of the day they're volunteers, they're giving up their free time. How important is to have them in the club?
I just think there's no amount it's just, I suppose, priceless. You can't really measure it at all. Just the support they've given, and just the outlet that they kind of offer to kids, and just the continuous just sticking with us. And we probably drove them crazy at times, and we weren't successful from the get-go. We weren't winning they just stuck with us. So I think consistency there is key, I suppose, and it's just so important. And we're so lucky that the community, that they were in our community, and that we were provided with that, because from those teams, we got the Mackey twins came out of that as well. Jessica Kavanagh would play for Cork. There's a number of girls, Claire Shine, they all would have been kind of parts of those panels at different stages. That I think it's quite a big number of success stories coming out of one team.
Which is great to see. And you're a secondary school teacher now, Christ the King. So you're a PE teacher, and you're coaching these kids. And I suppose a big problem, especially with girls, is the drop-off rate. It's crazy. Once they hit secondary school, for some reason, it's just dives.
Yeah.
What advice do you give to girls coming up now? Go to secondary school or playing camogie, soccer, whatever sport it is. What would you advice give them in terms of stay with the sport, keep with it?
Yeah, I suppose just try and keep involved. I suppose it's just, I think, really important for girls. They just like to really enjoy. I don't know that they stay that they're going with their friends. So just I think that's the key. If 1 or 2 friends drops off, they're kind of nearly all gone. So it's just really important that they kind of, I suppose, they're trying to find something that they enjoy. I don't care what they play. I don't care if it's camogie or if it's anything, just any bit of kind of exercise or activity. And I suppose just to kind of try and keep going, even if it's once a week or twice a week or once every 2 weeks, just to stay some way involved. And I know from experience, and just from talking to so many and seeing them in school, you just won't regret it. They will not regret staying involved or being involved with some sort of a team. And it's just, I suppose, having there's a lot of things going on, but definitely they will not regret the endorphins or whatever that they'd get from the exercise.
It's a fantastic social outlet as well. I presume you probably have made lifelong friends
Yeah,
from when you were younger,
yeah.
growing up in Douglas. I know I was still good friends with a lot of
Yeah.
lads I played with growing up, and I think it's a massive, massive thing. I suppose it's just how do you stop that drop off going forward?
Yeah. I suppose I think PE is a big part in school as well. I'd like to see more of that kind of coming in and giving us more of a chance to kind of, educate them about the importance of it. It's very difficult in the schools to you just kind of have maybe like an hour a week. I don't think that's good enough either. You could get a lot more done in a bit more time. Even just explaining to them the importance of being healthy, fit, how to eat well. And then you'd have more time to kind of maybe tell them about the opportunities in their community, because it is difficult for them to know. I'd love to see that happening. I do try to do that a bit, just kind of tell them where they can go, because the school I'm in, Christ King, we're dealing with Douglas. You've got Ballykehan, you've Toker, you've Roach. There's so many areas. So even just so that they're aware of what's on where, I think that's really important. So I'd love to kind of have a bit more time in the P, or even spend a bit more time in P doing that. I think that could be a bit of a solution to the problem.
This will actually be my last question now, right?
Problem.
So if you were to say one thing to people who've never gone to see a Cork Camogie game before, because it is one thing is trying to build the audience. The whole time the audience is building, but slowly. It's a slow process.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Why should people go and support either the local Camogie team or their inter-county Camogie team?
I suppose I think we're performing at a very high level, and it's just hurling. I don't even like to distinguish between hurling and Camogie. It's hurling. It's an unbelievable game. It's a beautiful game, and I think it's one of the best games in the world. So to see us performing, I suppose, at the highest level that we can in our grade, whatever. I think it's a great opportunity to see that happen, and it's not just about the skill. I think these days we're really after coming on fitness wise, strength wise. There's so much time and equipment going into it, and I do think it is noticeable on the pitch. I just think it's a great thing to see as well, I suppose. And you've got players playing from different clubs, and it's great to see people coming together from different communities, and just a bit of support, and just to see. I think there's a lot of female role models as well there. That I'm just one person on a panel of 25, 26. Every other person on the team has a story where they've overcome things, or they've, everybody has their own kind of, I suppose, success story or road to where they are now. So just getting behind them,
it's straight line.
it's kind of
bumps along the way.
Yeah, it's kind of I just think it's real life drama. You're getting to see, and I think it's good to, I suppose, to have, like we were mentioning, Amanda Regan, just to have people to look up to, and for the young girls to see. This is they're just people playing at the highest level. So I think
we'll finish in that. I suppose best of luck with your Douglas career, and best of luck with your Cork career in the All Ireland. Hopefully we'll see another All Ireland this year, and you get your 7th medal. So thanks a million for your time again, Julie.
No worries. Thanks very much. Thanks.